Hello everyone, welcome to VJ's World. A wonderful story and a very common in young children, Little Red Riding Hood. It's written by Jackie Walter and Bill Bolton. Before I read this story, please like, subscribe and share my channel. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Little Red Riding Hood. She lived with her mother in a little house near the forest. One day, mother said, "Your grandmother is ill. You may take some cakes to her. Stay on the path through the forest. Remember, don't talk to any strangers." Little Red Riding Hood walked through the forest. But when she saw a beautiful butterfly, she followed it and she forgot all about what mother had told her. The big bad wolf was watching her from behind a bush. "I would like to eat her," he said to himself. The big bad wolf crept up to Little Red Riding Hood. "Where are you going?" he asked. "I'm going to grandmother's house to take her some cakes," said Little Red Riding Hood. Then Little Red Riding Hood remembered what mother had said. She ran back to the path. The wolf smiled to himself. He knew a shortcut through the forest to grandmother's house. Soon the big bad wolf arrived at grandmother's house. He knocked on the door. "Who is it?" called grandmother. "It's me, grandmother," called the wolf in a small voice. "I have cakes for you. Come in, dear," called grandmother. "I'm in bed." The big bad wolf hurried into grandmother's house and locked her in the wardrobe. He put on one of the grandmother's bonnets and a nightgown and got into her bed. "Now I'll wait for the girl," he said. Soon there was a knock at the door. "It's me, grandmother," called Little Red Riding Hood. "I have cakes for you. Come in, dear," called the wolf in a small voice. Little Red Riding Hood went into grandmother's bedroom. "Why, grandmother, what big eyes you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "All the better to see you with," replied the wolf. "And what big ears you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "All the better to hear you with," replied the wolf. "And what big teeth you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "All the better to eat you with," growled the wolf. He leaped out of bed to gobble up Little Red Riding Hood. Just then a woodcutter burst in through the door. He had seen the wolf in the forest and followed Little Red Riding Hood to make sure she was safe. The woodcutter struck the wolf with his axe. Then he let grandmother out of the wardrobe. "Thank you," said grandmother. She gave Little Red Riding Hood a hug. Not huge, hug. "I will never talk to strangers again," said Little Red Riding Hood.